Have you ever thought about which family members you might want to distance yourself from after your parents are gone? Losing your parents can be a life-changing experience, and it can also make you reevaluate your relationships with other family members. You may start to notice certain patterns or behaviors that you didn't notice before, or you may realize that you've been holding on to certain relationships out of obligation rather than genuine connection. As you navigate this new chapter in your life, it's essential to consider which relationships are truly nourishing and supportive. Losing your parents can be a difficult and emotional experience, and it's crucial to surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. This video will outline 5 types of relatives that you might consider distancing yourself from after your parents are gone. These are relatives who may be toxic, draining, or negative, and who may be holding you back from living your best life. By recognizing these types of relatives and setting boundaries or distancing yourself from them, you can create space for more positive and supportive relationships to flourish. It's not always easy to acknowledge that a family member may be toxic or draining, especially if you've been close to them in the past. However, it's essential to prioritize your own well-being and mental health, and to recognize when a relationship is no longer serving you. By being honest with yourself about your relationships and setting boundaries or distancing yourself from toxic or draining relatives, you can create a more positive and supportive environment for yourself. This, in turn, can help you to heal and grow after the loss of your parents. As we explore these 5 types of relatives, remember that everyone's experience is unique, and what may be true for one person may not be true for another. The key is to listen to your own instincts and to prioritize your own needs and well-being. By doing so, you can create a more fulfilling and supportive life for yourself, even in the aftermath of a difficult loss. Overly critical relatives can bring a lot of negativity into your life, and their constant judgment can affect your mental health and decision-making. These relatives often have high expectations and can be quick to point out your flaws or mistakes. They may make you feel belittled, ashamed, or unworthy, and can create a sense of self-doubt that can be difficult to shake. Their criticism can be particularly challenging after the loss of your parents, when you may already be feeling vulnerable and emotional. These relatives may not even realize the impact of their words, but their criticism can be damaging and draining. They may be critical of your choices, your relationships, or your goals, and they may make you feel like you're not good enough. Their negativity can be contagious, and it can spread to other areas of your life, making it challenging to maintain a positive and supportive environment. It's essential to recognize the impact of their criticism and to set boundaries or distance yourself from them if necessary. Overly critical relatives can also be challenging to deal with because they often have a hard time apologizing or taking responsibility for their actions. They may become defensive or dismissive when you try to talk to them about their behavior, and they may even blame you for being too sensitive. This can create a sense of frustration and helplessness, and it can be difficult to know how to navigate the situation. By prioritizing your own needs and well-being, you can create a more positive and supportive environment for yourself. It's also important to recognize that you can't change your relatives or their behavior, but you can change how you respond to them. By setting boundaries, practicing self-care, and surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people, you can create a more fulfilling and nourishing life for yourself. This can help you to build resilience and to develop a more positive and supportive mindset, even in the face of criticism or negativity. Opportunistic relatives may try to take advantage of your situation for personal gain, and it's essential to recognize their behavior and set boundaries. These relatives may see your loss as an opportunity to gain something for themselves, whether it's financial support, emotional attention, or material possessions. They may be overly friendly or flattering, but their intentions are often self-serving, and they may be willing to manipulate or exploit you to get what they want. These relatives can be challenging to recognize, especially if they're charming or charismatic. However, there are often signs that can indicate their opportunistic behavior, such as sudden interest in your life or possessions, or excessive flattery or attention. By being aware of these signs and prioritizing your own needs and well-being, you can protect yourself from their manipulation and exploitation. It's essential to be cautious and to set clear boundaries, especially after the loss of your parents, when you may be more vulnerable. Opportunistic relatives may also try to guilt-trip you into doing something that benefits them, such as lending them money or doing them a favor. They may make you feel obligated or responsible for their well-being, and they may use emotional manipulation to get what they want. By recognizing their behavior and setting clear boundaries, you can maintain your autonomy and protect your own interests. It's essential to prioritize your own needs and well-being, and to surround yourself with positive and supportive people who genuinely care about you. Emotionally draining relatives can play the victim card, explaining how their dependency can weigh you down and distract you from your own healing process. These relatives may be overly dependent on you for emotional support, and they may expect you to listen to their problems or validate their feelings. They may be draining to be around, and they can create a sense of emotional exhaustion or burnout. By recognizing their behavior and setting boundaries, you can protect your own emotional energy and maintain your own well-being. Gossiping relatives can spread rumors and create drama, emphasizing the importance of surrounding yourself with supportive people instead. These relatives may be prone to gossiping or talking behind your back, and they may create conflict or tension within the family. They may be attention seekers, and they may use drama or controversy to get attention or validation. By avoiding these relatives or setting clear boundaries, you can maintain a positive and supportive environment for yourself. Distant relatives who only reach out when they need something can be challenging to deal with, and it's essential to prioritize relationships that are mutual and meaningful. These relatives may only contact you when they need something, such as financial support or a favor, and they may not be interested in your life or well-being otherwise. By recognizing their behavior and prioritizing your own needs and well-being, you can maintain healthy and fulfilling relationships. In summary, there are 5 types of relatives that you might consider distancing yourself from after your parents are gone: overly critical relatives, opportunistic relatives, emotionally draining relatives, gossiping relatives, and distant relatives who only reach out when they need something. By recognizing these types of relatives and setting boundaries or distancing yourself from them, you can create space for more positive and supportive relationships to flourish. Prioritizing your own well-being and mental health is essential, especially after a difficult loss. It's essential to surround yourself with people who uplift and support you, and to prioritize relationships that are mutual and meaningful. By doing so, you can create a more fulfilling and nourishing life for yourself, even in the aftermath of a difficult loss. Remember to listen to your own instincts and to prioritize your own needs and well-being. By taking care of yourself and setting boundaries, you can maintain a positive and supportive environment for yourself. Ultimately, the key to navigating family relationships after the loss of your parents is to prioritize your own well-being and mental health. By recognizing toxic or draining relatives and setting boundaries or distancing yourself from them, you can create space for more positive and supportive relationships to flourish. Remember to be kind to yourself and to take care of your own needs, and don't be afraid to reach out for support when you need it. If you've had to deal with any of these types of relatives, please share your story in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more content related to family dynamics and personal growth.